Welcome back to the RPG Blender. Before we dive in, a quick announcement. We've now set up a Discord server. If you're enjoying the show, come hang out to join in on our future events. Link in the description. Hello and welcome to the RPG Blender, where we give lesser-played games or forgotten settings the roll the dice they deserve. I'm your host, Game Master George, thrilled to welcome you to the next chapter in our adventure. Our heroes have set off to find the treasure promised by their dreams. But what strange beings wait for them in the island ruins? Find out as we explore a new land of power and ancient secrets in Exalted, the Wolf and Bird. Hello and welcome to the RPG Blender. I am, of course, your host, Game Master George, here bringing our intrepid adventurers through another adventure into Exalted 3rd Edition. We're going to go ahead and do some introductions here. Why don't you start us off, Craig?
Hey there, everybody. Howdy. This is Craig coming at you on RPG Blender. I'm losing it. Hey, everybody. I'm playing Dirham Barath in this session. And a fun fact about Dirham Barath that I just wanted to tell each and every one of you, but don't tell the other people in the campaigns. I don't want them, is that Dirham Barath is left-handed. That's between you and me. All right, gang? I'll see you later.
A lot of thought was put into that. Anyway, moving on. Greg.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Greg. I'm playing Adramalik, the very fancy man from the House Sinis, formerly known as Nidala. Now he is Adramalik. A fun fact about Adramalik is that he's actually a vegetarian. He doesn't like eating meat because he loves animals so much. Oh, there you go. Fun fact. That actually had character put into it. Okay. I saw you using the wand with your left hand. I'm connecting the dots here.
Different character, different.
All right. Rich, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Greetings, everyone. I play the Smiling of Mountains, or just Smiling Mountain. I have a very glorious mustache, but as I am a young man, I am still in process of growing glorious, but it's coming. It's going.
Okay. And finally, we have Ed.
Hello. I'm playing Strings Like Fingers, and fun fact, I think I was the only person here who didn't know they had to have a cool secret name, because everybody else had like these dope, first names, and they were like, no, actually I'm Adramalik. No, actually I'm Smiling Mountain. I was like, I was Strings the whole time. This was me. So that's my fun fact. I think I fucked up.
Okay, well, with that out of the way, last time our heroes managed to read books and find an idea of where they might be able to go in order to find this trove of treasures hinted at in their dreams. They chartered a boat from their good friend, Hierarch Devora. Thank you, Greg. You can have inspiration for that.
I can't use it.
When we get back to Dungeons and Dragons, you have inspiration. Remember that.
Ooh.
Oh, come on!
Anyway, yes, you managed to get a boat from Hierarch Devora and set sail for this hopeful cache of treasure. And today, we rejoin them as they stand on the edge of a reef overlooking an island ahead. The seas on all sides around them, and a storm whipping your clothes and your hair. The rain needle sharp and stinging your eyes. Behind you, the ocean as far as you can see, and beneath the storm-racked surface, you can barely make out an undersea forest of crimson and violet weeds. Benthic life swimming between them. For you is the island, tropical trees drenched in the downpour and tossed by the wind. Even from this distance, the light of the lava flow to the eastern shore is visible. The reef is a quarter-mile separate from the shore proper, connected via a rocky path that varies between 5 and 10 feet wide. The path is elevated 10 feet above the sea's surface. The waves, though violent, don't reach it. What do you do?
Well, I think that's probably where we're supposed to go. That path over there.
I thought we were in the river.
Well, at the end of the river, and this appears to be the place that we need to be.
Your boat is, of course, nowhere in sight.
You might sleep.
Well, I'm here, so you can't really be asleep if I'm, also do in the dream, unless we're all sharing a dream together. When we had those dreams before, we all had the same dream, but we weren't all in it at the same time, were we? Huh.
We weren't going down river, right? We were going inland. But
The
now
last thing that you remember was leaving the boat and heading ashore, riding your horses, including your wondrous god horse, across the land and into the forest where you found a cave where you thought you would find that fortress. And the last thing that you remember is entering that cave.
And now we're here.
All right, well, this is fine. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna light my pipe like against the winds, so it's not going great. But I'm like trying to shelter a match while I'm trying to light a pipe 3 feet away from my face. It's a very long pipe, and I'm gonna turn to Smiling Mountain.
Uber, can you help him? Can you help him, please? He's
I don't need your fucking.
Uber
Keep it. No, I love.
does not respond.
Uber.
And as you look around,
On second thought, I do want your fucking monkey.
Invincible
Uba?
2 is not there either.
Wait, it's just us.
Okay, I'm suddenly back on the dream train. I think we're having a collective nightmare.
I think, yep, that's
This is
definitely what we're
easily
doing.
The worst thing. Smiling Mountain, see if you could do a push-up. I bet you can't. This is a nightmare. This is what we love most is gone.
Actually, I'm gonna check my like clothes and like I just trying to like feel around my beard and stuff. Do my clothes seem like dirty or different? Does my beard feel longer? Does it seem like time has passed between when we entered the cave and now?
No.
Oh fuck.
Do we even see like anywhere where the cave would be, or are we just out in the middle of open water?
You are out in the middle of open water. You can see nothing that would seem to hint toward a cave structure.
I'm also sorry. Are we swimming or are we like standing on something?
You're standing on a reef.
Oh,
We're on
that
a
makes
reef,
more sense.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry,
And then
Gotcha,
there's
I
there's
understand.
like coral and stuff, and then in front of us there's a path with the storm is not going on. So that's probably where we're supposed to go.
Smiling Mountain just looks to Dorum and he's like,
Yeah, Dirham is just sitting there, sort of scratching his chin and taking in the surroundings.
Dirham, while you're scratching your chin, perhaps check to see if you have that loud artifact of yours with you.
loud, because he's okay.
Reaches into his bag.
You do.
And shakes it.
Still
Yes.
might be a nightmare.
Perhaps we were transported to another place. I mean, I'm not quite sure how that sort of thing works, but given the magical nature of whatever we're seeking out, it's not so far-fetched as to assume that we might be in another dimension, even.
Possible.
I could believe it.
Or we're in the same plane of existence. We just happen to be where the actual architecture is. I mean, we said to ourselves, how is it that there's water all the way over here in the east? Perhaps we were transported to the place with the water, as we are currently in the middle of the ocean, it looks like, right? Yep, this is pretty much...
what time of day is it?
The time of day is hard to determine. It seems like it is the glow just before the sun would begin to set.
Or rise. Ooh.
I guess it depends on where the glow's coming from, east or west.
But we have no sense of direction.
Dirham is just going to take a moment to sort of assess the immediate surroundings, look for anything that looks beyond a normal weather occurrence. Obviously, we're in a special environment, but things that look like they are defying reality in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, make me your investigation intelligence roll.
Sure.
This is the, are we in a dream roll, or is this real? Did we get teleported somewhere? So no pressure, Craig. If you fail this, we're hopelessly lost, and we're going to be stuck here on this reef for the next
Stuck
3
here
hours.
forever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Wait, he's rolling that with his right hand. I can see that. That's not his left hand.
Well, that's Craig, not Dirham. All right.
Okay.
3.
3. As you're looking around, everything seems pretty normal. There's no obvious signs of reality breaking.
Okay. Well, just be safe. Dirham motions to everybody to come near him and says, just stay a little close for a moment. He'll slap his hands together and close his eyes and release his chaos repelling pattern, which will protect within a short range band anybody within my vicinity from Wild's influence. This is some sort of reality altering whatever if I'm just not aware of what's going on.
Yeah, if you're caught in a wild bubble.
Yeah.
Wild magic.
That's freaking good. Nice.
And then he will begin walking slowly, but enough that hopefully they see him starting down the path. Let's just stay close together. We still have a task to do, regardless of what's going on here.
All right. I'll follow your lead. Now.
And with his hands still clasped together in almost a like prayer formation, he just starts walking pretty much heel toe down the.
And really, this is a terrible place for a horse. So probably I say to Strings.
I take a slim consolation in that, but I kind of nod and I puff on my pipe.
If it makes you feel any better, Strings, I'm sure Uber is with Invincible 2 right now, and they're taking care of each other.
And if it makes you feel any better, I'm sure Uber is with Invincible too, and they're taking care of each other. And I pat you on the shoulder, looking off into the middle of distance, puffing on my pipe. Just really not paying attention to anything you just said.
It does make Adramalik feel a little better because
I actually just
Uba
clamped
can't
down-
defend himself, but Invincible 2 definitely can. So
I totally clamp down on your shoulder and I don't let go. I'm just not looking at you, but I'm just holding onto your shoulder, thinking about my horse.
I like pat your hand with my hand. I'm just like, it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna get through this.
Have to be strong for our animal friends.
All right, I'm
Try
just
to
gonna,
keep up.
yeah, I'm gonna be I'm just gonna be right behind.
Pause here for a moment. There were obviously approximately 40 days of travel or random nonsense in between where we last left off and here. So, during this story, I'm introducing a new element. I know, so don't worry, Greg. You don't need to go crazy with this.
18 more charms, 40 more experience, 60 more motes. Fuck yeah.
At any point before the end of the story, each one of you can call for a flashback to an earlier moment. This can be a moment where you got some kind of information, where you acquired something that might be useful in the current situation, some kind of flashback to those moments leading up to now.
Oh, that's so it's like the Ocean's 11, just like we did that before, and then it cuts to earlier and it shows us doing that, and then we cut back and we have like the thing that we need.
Correct.
That's
when we do
sick.
it, it'll cut to a brief scene where we'll go through the actions of that.
What's
George, you're a
hilarious?
fucking genius. That's
What's
amazing.
hilarious to me is that we can bring up something and be like, "Oh, remember when we got that rope?" And then it goes to us failing to like haggle for a rope. And it's like, "But you fucked it up. Why would you bring that up?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
That
We
is the
didn't get the
potential.
rope. Oh yeah.
You fucked that up. Yeah.
Yep. So each one of you has basically one flashback point that you can call for.
I love it. Okay,
That's
that's simple enough for my brain to comprehend.
And that's for the whole campaign, yeah, not just like
For the
one per
story.
session.
No. This is the story. So a story is basically an adventure. The campaign itself is the chronicle. And you will get basically one of these for each story that we go through.
All
Which
right.
you can use not only for the past 40 days or whatever, you can use it for earlier in your life if you choose. This will be chances for you to grow your character in addition to acquiring useful things.
When I was 2
That
weeks
time
old,
that I brought my
ate a
horse
screw.
with me right now. Remember that time that I still had my horse?
You're right there, Craig?
No, I'm giddy with the potential of what I'll be using a flashback for in whatever degree, for better or worse.
It's gonna be
for
your
waste
mega
of
elixir.
time or otherwise. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Giddy
fucking
with
waste it.
potential like a
I'm literally gonna
schoolboy.
waste it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I can't wait to see who forgets to use it. Anyway, back to the moment. You begin down the rocky path, and as you do, you see something up ahead. Two red orbs begin to form in front of you, shaping into eyes floating in the air. Then the wind begins to pull smoke and ember from those eyes, which form into the shape of a massive black wolf. It stands there, blocking your path, glaring at you.
I'm just gonna take the time to step ahead of my fellows here.
I'm gonna slowly take my bow off my back and just kind of have that with me.
Now, do you suppose this is some sort of guardian?
Certainly not a friend of ours.
Is it something we're meant to overcome with force, or is there another way of approaching this?
I wave at it.
Well, that's certainly one idea. Yes, diplomacy.
I merely mean to suggest if it is some guardian of this temple which houses treasures that we are looking for, perhaps it is not something we wish to anger or fight. I don't know the strength of this foe is all.
Certainly worth investigation, but at a minimum, if there is this treasure hoard that we're investigating, chances are good there are many a trap between us and it.
George, does it appear to be exhibiting like outwards hostility, or is it just standing there, just
It's
waiting for
glaring.
us?
It's glaring. It's standing there menacingly, and when Smiling Mountain waved at it, it released a low growl from its
Okay,
throat.
so yeah, we gotta kill this guy. All right.
Probably fine.
Adramalik will draw his daggers, and
I'm gonna still try and talk to it because I'm, why not? If it attacks, then it attacks, right?
there you go.
So, I say, hello. Are you protecting this place?
Turn back. This place is not for you.
Who's it for?
Does not respond.
Oh, that was a fair follow-up question. You can't just say it's not for us and then not tell us who it's for.
It's probably magical. Like, you can only say what they can say. Yeah.
We're magical. We're allowed to magical places. We can do things like that.
No, I meant like it probably only has certain responses. Like it gives you the chance to leave, and that's all.
Oh, it's just some defensive construct. Well, let's just kill it and be done with it.
Well, one moment before we jump to hasty actions. Being, do you have a name in which we should call you?
It releases a low growl, and the smoke begins to spread and dissipate until eventually it vanishes from in front of you.
Maybe we were allowed in.
Or perhaps
I
it's
don't
simply
know
a
about
warning
that.
of things to come.
I agree.
I think, yeah.
Probably, but also maybe not.
And we didn't have to breathe in that smoke, so that's great. All right.
I like that positive attitude. All right, Rakim, lead the way.
Got it. Oh, by the way, I don't care what you guys call me at this point. So.
Yeah, I've always called Rakim, so I'm probably just gonna keep doing that. That's probably
I seem fine with that.
that is a good sign.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just keep on keeping on.
Dirham continues maintaining the chaos repelling pattern. It will continue to go for an hour.
Oh,
Nice.
So he'll just maintain that and sort of give eyes to his fellows to sort of keep him protected as he does.
Okay, so you continue to the island proper.
Indeed.
Yep, we're doing it.
I think so.
All right, you follow the path. It connects to a beach, coarse black volcanic sand, broken by jagged basalt spires like teeth set in a lower jaw, angled backwards toward the island, each ranging from as tall as a human being to about 3 times that. The beach is about a mile long and slopes up to the island's forested interior. At both ends of the beach, basalt cliffs rise from the sand.
And those are those cool geometric looking ones, right? Is that what basalt is?
Question.
It's it's like rocky and pointy. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what you'd think of with yes. Yeah, cool. Yeah, basalt looks pretty cool.
Yeah, right. They're all geometric. It's really weird looking. I don't know why
They
they're
can,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's true. They can.
Yeah,
Like if you
that's
remember the
the-
cliffs in like Moana, that's what they look like. They're
Or
all
the
like-
Giant's Causeway in
Fine-grained
Ireland.
volcanic rock.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, got it. Got the visual. Nice. And it's all pointing towards the center of the island.
Yep.
Ooh,
Well, that's even cooler.
ominous.
I take some of the sand and I put it into my breast pocket because I want to save it because it's black and I've never seen black.
I
got it.
reserve the right to use my flashback to also grab sand, but I'm not doing that yet. But I might have.
Flashback for when you could have grabbed sand? Okay.
I'm just saying I might like later on be like, I also have sand. Remember when Rakim grabbed it? I did too. But I'm not doing it. Sorry. I
that's-
follow after Rakim.
No, that's the right time.
Okay, what do you do?
Pocket sand, man. It's a rogue's best weapon.
It's gonna be great.
So
Wow.
the beach goes on a mile?
The what?
I was asking a question, but he was actually doing something, so we'll do Lao.
No. I want to hear the answer. The beach
The
goes
beach is
out.
about a mile long.
Okay, there we go.
We want to go inland over this basalt.
Just taking in the surroundings and the formation of the basalt terrain. It all looks like it's bending inward towards the center of the island. That's what you said.
Yep.
So Dirham will say, certainly looks like there was some sort of grand occurrence. At this point, might even go so far as to say a center point, which may have created this terrain.
I believe you're right.
Question is, whatever made this, is it still around? Is that what we're looking for?
Well, there was some form of guardian, so it wouldn't be protecting nothing, now would it?
Guardian vanished in thin air.
Could be a place of smoke and mirrors too, so maybe it is guarded.
I was about to say it could be a test. Perhaps it's not actually guarding anything, merely seeing if we're worthy to get at whatever lies beyond it.
Perhaps it's watching us even now. We have no way of knowing.
Well, I don't feel good about that at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Usually Uber watches my back, but for now, it'll have to be you, Strings.
I'm sorry, me. I kind of point to Smiling Mountain. I'm like, you want me to watch your back? Not.
Well, yes, because you're going to be shooting the arrows while I'm in front of you. You watch my back. He's going to be in front of me. Rakim's in front of me. I'm behind Rakim. You're behind me. So you have to
I
watch
give
my
a
back.
thumbs up as I'm looking around the basalt, like for where to climb it.
I
Rakim, I
nod
got your back.
and smile, and I'm
Strings?
like, I really hate it when you're right. I've
right.
got some tricks up my sleeve.
All right, so let's continue past all the basalt to continue our assault. Onwards.
Ah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was good.
Dirham
Killing
shakes his
me.
head and walks up to where Smiling Mountain is, following his lead for where we begin our.
Yeah.
These are our
our
guys.
assaults. Our assaults past all the basalt. Yes.
Where do you go? Is anyone doing anything, like, with all your special abilities?
Mine only work in the city. We're on a fucking island, okay?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you know, can I
go.
negotiate with the cliffs? That would be
don't know.
great.
I could jump straight up and see if do I feel like I could jump up and get a view over the basalt or no?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I have. This is something I could do. I will
I
pose the
do
option to
that.
the group out of character. I can patrol an area for 1 hour to store and pre-roll and store all successes for a stealth check. So if you want me to scout ahead, I can roll a stealth roll and then I keep all my successes and then I can, I guess, add them when I roll again. I don't know how that functions. George would have to tell me. But if you want me to scout ahead, I can store my stealth rolls and I have information.
What's the charm?
It's called Stalking Stalking Shadow Spirits. Very appropriate for my character.
What page is it on?
Page 32/33. Patrol an area for 1 hour and roll to store successes. Use later when attempting stealth rolls.
While we're just talking out loud, I think we do have to climb up these mountains, though, right? I mean, that's a
maybe.
minimum. What we
There may be an entrance further inland. We can just follow the outskirts of the sand, right? It goes for like a mile. I mean, it's not that far of a walk. We just walk the perimeter and see if there's an entrance anywhere, right?
Well, how high are these basalt mountains?
Basalt cliffs?
Basalt cliffs.
They're pretty high. It's not going to be an easy climb.
I don't have any climbing. I mean, I'm pretty dexterous, so I probably could, but
I can probably get you guys up there.
I was going to say, Smiling Mountain, I think that this is more than manageable enough for you, right?
Yeah, I can tiptoe up with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're
You want to just Andre
very
the Giant
rough.
this? Just climb up the cliffside with us on your back?
I mean, well, I'll carry two of you, and one of you will have to not fall off.
I can climb myself.
Whoever's
I
the
don't.
strongest, but I can climb kind of fast. It's up to you.
I'm very bad at climbing. And
I've
athletics in
scaled
general.
sheer wall before.
I think at a minimum you'll be bringing strings with you.
That
Alright.
would be lovely.
See now,
Then the strings will literally be on your back. So then we'll. Yeah.
And I will watch it as I have been appointed to do.
I just put you under my arm.
Raga!
I look at the arm and I hold up my other arm. I'm like, we going?
Yes, and I hop into his arm.
I light my pipe and enjoy the ride.
I look back at Adramalik and I say, Adramalik, you sure?
I'm perfectly capable of climbing these cliffs by myself, but thank you. I very much appreciate the offer.
They look very difficult to climb, just saying. But okay.
So I'm gonna ask you now, George, because it is actually important because it has to do with the charm. But I was gonna do my jumpy charm plus the crane, the graceful crane, which is basically like I can balance on bamboo and stuff like that and jump. So
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
yeah, literally, like if somebody throws a frisbee and they're like, "Go, Rakeem," I can use that as like a jump off point. Like it's just
That will allow you a roll.
okay.
Anyway, Greg, your charm, it allows you to spend that hour, then you roll your stealth, and then you get successes that you can use later to add to other rolls.
Right. So when I
Until
would
you
do
run
another
out.
stealth roll, I would roll that stealth roll, and if I was like, "Oh, hey, I already patrolled this area. I know a good hiding spot," I just add those extra stealth rolls. So
Yep.
yeah, it's just free successes that I get to stick in whenever I need it.
Well, you earn them. So.
Until you run out.
Right. Until I yeah. That's pretty useful. I like that.
Okay.
It's up to the group though. If they, I mean, it's an hour of downtime. I don't know how much time we have to do stuff.
Probably not necessary right now. Once we hit a wall, maybe that time. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I
this is a wall, but like a wall that'll stop us.
A metaphorical wall, not a physical
There you
basalt
go. You're
wall.
with me. See, look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that. This team is synergizing.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So how hard do I think this is gonna be, like, to like get like a little foothold and like kind of like leap up with
While carrying two people.
yes, with what I have done to myself, obviously.
It's not going to be easy, no.
Because obviously I would use my monkey leap.
Am I aware of your style? Have I seen you do this kind of thing before?
You've seen me jump really
carry
far
you
and
across.
Okay.
high, so
Have I seen you use like tiny little like light?
like ginger steps.
Yeah, like do like the land on a leaf and move
Honestly,
up
we've
and
been
keep
together
moving.
for a year, so yeah. So like, if we get like attacked in forests and stuff, I'm probably like, I'm gonna go up in the branches. And you're like, there's no way that holds, and I would probably just run across, and you know.
And
fine.
then Dirham would say, strings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could lodge a few arrows? There. Keeps pointing higher up. There.
Also
Honestly,
there.
I still got
there.
the pipe in my mouth, and as you're doing it, I'm kind of like, I'm just taking the bow off my back and drawing an arrow. And I'm actually like really paying attention to where you're pointing. Can I try for this? I've been practicing my archery.
Yes.
Cool.
roll it.
Just like separate
baller
attacks for
idea.
each of them. And if I
So
can get
basically,
him...
this is going to count as assisting him. The successes that you get will add dice to him.
Oh, great.
To his
Okay, I
jumping
love
roll.
that. And can I get close enough to the wall that it's within medium range? Because that will allow me to roll the most dice.
Can I?
No,
can
this
I?
is not an attacking thing. This is literally just going to be your skill.
Like flat archery.
Oh, got it. And that's
Yeah,
archery
yeah.
dexterity, I assume, right?
Yep.
Can I
Great,
throw
that's
awareness,
fine.
perception to try and give him additional dice as I'm trying to find ideal locations?
Whoa!
As you're
Infinite
pointing.
feedback loop. And can I use
No.
my motes to
Oh,
give
come on!
myself infinite additional dice?
I mean, the fact that you thought of the idea is pretty impressive because it's my skill, and you're like, luckily I've been working with you enough that I know how to synergize you, big dude.
Yeah. This team synergy.
Can I use moats?
We're climbing up a sheer
Yes.
basalt cliff. We got to do something.
It is up to whatever your normal dice pool is.
Oh, so I can roll 9 additional. Ooh.
If you spend 9, if you're willing to spend 9 moats on that.
Yeah, but I get them back after like what, an hour?
After an hour, you get 5 moats back.
Do
we're
it,
not
big
in
guy. What's the
combat,
worst that
that's
happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. I
Are you-
got more moats now. I'm good at
Peripheral
this.
or personal?
Right? Peripheral.
Okay, you're lighting up your anima.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
I'll
no,
do it.
what?
We're the only
What?
ones here. We're the only ones here.
He's right.
That.
I mean, you're also right too, Rich, but he's right.
All right, I only got 2
He's a
successes
showboat, so it does make
far.
sense.
Yeah.
I did. I only got 2 successes so far, but they were both 10s, so that's
We got
already
these young
4.
solar bloods who are
5,
just winging their energy around.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9 successes, bud.
Dope.
9 successes. Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay, and you spent 5 peripheral, so you are now glowing.
Cool.
When we're talking about glowing, remind me, how radiant are we talking?
His anima glows and pulses, outlining him with the colors of the sun. His caste mark appears on his brow, shining through anything placed over it. Any attempts at stealth or disguise suffer a -3 penalty.
So it's like blazing through my swoopy long black hair. As I'm just like, got it, got it, there and there. Cool.
And how many successes was it?
9.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that wasn't the worst. It's a lot of 10s.
Killer. All right.
Bet you thought we were gonna pray for a grappling hook gun or something from a flashback, didn't you, George?
Remember that time that I bought a grappling hook gun?
I thought about
I feel
it.
like every
It's the first
time
thing I
I've
thought
encountered,
about.
I've literally never not jumped at a wall in one of George's worlds, so there's no way he didn't think I was going to jump as well.
Fair.
No, there was something I thought was going to happen first, but then it didn't, and I'm very surprised that it didn't. But it didn't, so here we go.
Shoot, do I have like a talent for eating salt?
I think we all will once we find out what we didn't do correctly.
No, just one of you.
Yeah,
just one of you is going to be very, very...
Oh no.
It's
Oh,
me.
no.
Man, you know I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh crap! No, I'm
You
looking at
can't
my
say
abilities.
shit like that.
I was going to say, this is, like, George is, like, absolutely just, like, all of our insecurities were just like, ah!
I have a theory, but I'm gonna hold it back because we need all the morale we got. So we're on
Anyway.
first challenge.
I don't
and
think
we're
I
already
have.
far.
7,
I don't think I have
8,
anything.
Don't let him get to you,
9,
Greg. Just
It's
ignore
all
it.
good. I'm a troll.
10,
You know this by
11,
now.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Kabam.
16 successes. Jesus.
16 successes.
I think
Okay,
you did
and
it.
how many motes did you spend for that?
I had to do Crane's Grace and the Monkey, which cost me... Oddly, on my cheat sheet, I didn't write what that cost because I'm a moron. So let me see.
Oh, I didn't write the costs for anything either. Oh no.
You better start working on that.
If I'm not talking for the next 10 hours, that's why.
It's on page 229, I think.
Graceful Crane, 3 motes. Monkey Leap, 5 motes. How many motes did you spend for extra dice?
None.
None.
No, because I start at 9, and then he kicked me up to 9, so I was like, well, that's 18 dice, so I'm not gonna do it. And then I only failed on like 4 of my dice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I
5
got
motes.
3 10s.
From your personal or your peripheral?
personal. Me and Dorm have been hiding
Yeah.
forever. Like
Yeah.
forever.
Long enough that you know how to pronounce his name.
Whatever. Everybody says it differently.
I have accent, Durham.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so you begin leaping up the cliff face, leaping from one arrow to the next. It's surprising how graceful he is as he scales this impressive cliff.
Yeah, swallow those words.
Adramalik left at the bottom.
Right, yep. All right. Here we go. Adramalik stretches his arms out, cracks his knuckles, then leans back, does like a backward stand, lifting himself up, then puts his toes, interlaces them, cracks his toes, then hops back up, and then latches onto the wall face with all 4 of his appendages and begins to sort of spider monkey like scale up as fast as he can, because he knows the longer he takes, the more tired his arms are going to get. So he's just like going handhold, just scurrying up that wall like a spider monkey.
You remembered to stunt. Good job.
Dirham will say as we're climbing away from him, if you could grab those arrows, that'd be great.
I hear that, and as I'm climbing up, I'm like snatching them and then putting them in my teeth and holding them, and then I just keep going.
Okay,
as I
so
climb.
what are you using to climb this nigh unclimbable cliff face?
Fuck my dexterity and my.
No, I mean, are you using any charms or anything, or are you literally just using your athletics?
I mean, I have merits. I have fleet of foot, fast fast reflexes and ambidextrous. I don't know if they do anything, but I have those.
They sound like feats.
Yes, they do. Those are definitely merits of a person.
That I have. I'm fast. I got fast reflexes, and I can use my feet as hands, which I'm using because my feet are also hands.
I think he's saying this is too smooth.
Not too smooth, but very close to too smooth. So I'm saying it's going to be a very hard roll.
Do you have any gear that can assist you?
Charms.
Maybe a flashback concerning.
Charms.
You'll also have your motes. You could like push your essence into the cliff face.
Can he also use my arrows because I shot them into the wall?
Yes, if he has that thing that let him walk on arrows.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he's gonna be like, got it, snap.
Snap. Yeah.
Also, the amount of distance between the arrows is probably pretty impressive because I can jump like whatever
Like
the
a
difference
ranger-
between
like a
close
range
and medium
band at
is.
least,
Yeah.
right?
So
Yeah.
it's like
I mean,
12
you know,
meters. or
I
something.
did get the double strength arrows. They're twice as
Ooh.
thick and meaty.
Okay, you really got to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
None of my charms do anything for climbing,
Well,
so
if this mount attacks you, you are
Well-
way good.
Okay.
All right, Adramalik, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Let's see those dice.
Let's see it, bud. You got it.
I cracked my knuckles. That means
Is
it's gonna
athletics
succeed.
a favored or cast ability for you?
It is a cast ability. Yes.
Okay, so at least you do have the excellency, so you can pump motes into it for extra dice. At
Yeah,
least.
yeah. Psh, easy peasy.
Are you pumping?
Okay, so I will give you a 2-dot stunt with your Dex Athletics roll.
Okay, so Dex is 5.
Wow,
athletics
Dex
is
athletics, that was
3,
kind.
so that's 8. 2-dot stunt means I roll 10 and I have 1 auto success, right?
Mhm.
So now I'm gonna pump. I can pump up to 5 motes, right? 5.
Whatever your base dice pool is, so 8.
Oh, right. Okay, so yeah. I pump 8, so that's 18, right?
Personal or peripheral?
Peripheral's drawing from my surroundings, and
Mhm.
there's nobody here on this island except for us. So yeah, fuck it, do it from peripheral, easy.
Oh, these young guns.
So we.
I actually do give Durham a look like after we got there and we're looking if they're both glowing. I'm gonna be like,
I shake my head, like agreeing with you, and I'm just like, what an idiot. Glowing as bright as the sun.
Well, yes. His glow is not glowing as bright as the sun. It is
That's true.
darkness emanating off of him as his own mark of darkness appears on his forehead.
Okay, awesome. So I got 10 successes.
Good lord.
10 successes.
Hell yeah, bud.
From how many dice is that?
From 18, so a little bit above average.
Yeah.
Woof.
Can't re-roll anything. I don't really have a choice. I rolled the. Oh wait, sorry, 10 plus the 1 auto success, right? I get 1 auto
that's
success.
11.
So 11.
Okay.
11.
Wow. Okay. And you begin scaling the cliff face. It's slow going, but you are making progress going up there.
Oh god, this is much harder than I thought it. Shit.
Yes.
Fuck. Oh god. Okay.
You make it about halfway up before you start to lose your progression, but you feel that you did well enough that you will be able to continue and make another roll if you so choose.
Oh shoot, that wasn't even a full roll.
God. I have to push on. I mean, I have to. If I fall from this height, I probably die. So
It's fine.
Yeah.
Dodge charms. Dodge the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
You
Boom.
parry it.
Nailed
you
it.
Parry it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another. That's another 8. I have to stunt this. So as I'm slipping, I sort of like grit my teeth, grinding them against the arrows that are still currently inside my mouth, and I like spit them out because I'm frustrated, and they sort of like clatter. You hear them like clinking as they fall down the cliff face, and it sort of reinvigorates me, hearing like the snapping of twigs as the arrows shatter on the ground beneath me, and I like burst forward, and now instead of like spider monkey crawling, like left hand, right hand, I'm like bounding up the cliff face like a leopard almost, like a mountain goat, like literally like, using 2 hands, just freaking like pulling, like scrambling on
I
any
like it.
surface that I could find. Please God, get me up there, please God.
Give this man some stunt points.
Oh yeah, he can have a 2-dot stunt. And are you burning motes?
Burning another 8 peripheral, baby. Let's go.
Then your anima begins to blaze even brighter, subsuming your, well, darker, I guess, as your cast mark fades away into the darkness. However, as you activate charms, it may reappear.
All right.
Wisps of darkness coil off your body and rise into the air. Anything subjected to the anima by being close may become cool to to the touch or begin to exude a faint scent of death.
That's me, baby. Cool to the
Stealth
touch.
would normally become impossible, except that you are, you.
Hell yeah.
Okay, another big boy roll. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's 7 successes plus the 1 auto success for 8 successes.
Okay.
That's something.
And with that, you exceed the number of successes required in this extended challenge as you make your way up and you see the hand of darkness rise over the edge of the cliff and pull his darkly glowing form over.
Oh boy, is it my friends or is it a bad person?
Well, that's what they saw. they saw you.
That was you,
I was getting
bud.
grabbed.
You're the dark entity.
You see your own hand and scream and fall off the cliff.
Okay, I will take a wits awareness from each of you.
Are we being ambushed? I have a specialty in ambushes.
You're not being ambushed.
Oh, I
This is to
should
see
have
if you
leveled up
notice
my
something.
awareness. I forgot that was an important one. Shit.
Let's see.
It's always important.
Everything's important.
Yeah! Woo! That
6.
hot one, though.
Oh god, 60-10 awareness. That's
Do
bad.
9s explode? No, only 10s, right?
Only 10s.
Right.
Unless you have a charm that makes 9s explode.
That's a fat 4. Unless wait, does I have the merits? I forget what the merits freaking do. I'm sorry, George. Danger sense. That sounds like a merit that does something with awareness.
That is specifically for join battle, I believe.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about it.
Nope, this is not a join battle roll.
3.
Okay, so we have strings. You got.
Oh, just the one.
Okay,
I'm
and
still just looking at my buddy, Adramalik, as he climbs up, and I'm not having a great time. He looks spooky.
I got 6.
wow.
I only
Okay.
had 4. Yeah.
So, Dirham, as you watch your friend climb over the edge, something catches your eye, the corner of your eye from further in the island. A flash of almost fiery light.
Over there, and I will point it out immediately.
And as you do, from the trees in that direction, there's a burst of blinding, riotous colors as a bird of fire launches itself into the air. It circles around above you before diving to the ground and landing in front of you. As it does, it takes on a human shape, although humanoid is probably the best way to describe it, as it is still a creature of fire. As it stands before you, it looks at each of you and then kneels.
Oh.
Greetings, princes of the earth. I've long waited for you.
And long have we searched for you. Who are you exactly?
I am a prisoner here, an elemental spirit who was trapped here many centuries ago through an accidental moment. I don't remember much about the days before, but I just know I need to be free once more.
And what would we call you?
You may call me Teo.
Can I do lore on that? See if I come up with anything?
Sure.
I also want to do like a sense motive thing on his I don't know what I did before line.
Okay.
Is it a female spirit or a male spirit? Sorry.
It's hard to tell from the
Wait a fuck.
fire form.
Fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Does it seem to react to the fact that one of us is glowing and one of us is cloaked in darkness?
No.
Interesting.
Did Neil?
It
Did
knows
Neil?
where
That's true.
princes. Yeah, it knows where exalts.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's not great. I only got 2.
Can I?
No, the name is not familiar.
Can I throw something at this?
I don't know. Do you have some kind of original idea to throw at it?
No, he took my idea.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're both brainy boys.
We are. That's all we have.
That's
Except you have a fire stick.
I do. I don't think
I mean, I have no
here.
problem with you making the roll as long as you intended to make it and aren't just piggybacking off of what he came up with.
100% piggyback. 100%.
I turn
least
to
he's
you.
honest.
I'm sort of nodding at Tao, and I turn to Dirham, and I'm just like, "Hey, I got nothing on this guy. Do you know? please help me, please."
he in-game justified with shameless begging, George. That seems like a
I
experience.
turn to my brain buddy, and I'm like, "Please. I want to know the Birdman is, but I don't know.
I'm not doing well. Please.
I'm so bad. Please help."
Okay, you can make the roll.
Did you say I was allowed to do motive discerning or no?
Yeah. It's the socialize roll.
Socialize perception.
No, it's socialize charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our powers combined, it's still bad.
Yeah.
What did you get, a 3?
I got a 3.
Okay.
Yikes.
No, you're not familiar with it. It's probably some kind of minor elemental spirit.
Yeah, it's too early to mess up this adventure anyway. Let's lean into this guy.
That's exactly what he wants you to think.
Exactly. Well, Teo, there has been a bit of a experience that has drawn us. Seems that we may be destined to meet some way, shape, or form. What is going on this island? The remnants that we've seen is the basalt cliff here. There seems to be some sort of event that occurred here. Can you enlighten us?
What is it you wish to know?
I feel like something of grave importance occurred here.
I got an
Otherwise-
11, and I used a skill, just so you know. I used charm.
Good.
Okay.
Well, my 9s exploded, and I got.
Yeah, he did not seem like he was being deceptive about not remembering.
Okay, that's fine.
Importance is relative to your forebears who created this place. I'm sure it was important to them.
Fair enough.
But to me, I have no wish to see this place remain if it continues to cost me my freedom.
Yeah.
You say you're a prisoner here. You're bound?
I am not the one who was bound here. I am simply an accidental prisoner, stumbling in here one day and unable to leave.
And so are we trapped here now as well?
You are, though you can escape.
Who was the
how should we do
intended
that?
prisoner?
A sleeping spirit was sorcerously bound and anchored, made hollow by your forebears, who used it to store their treasures.
A spirit, you say?
A spirit.
They hollowed out the ghost and put treasures in it? I say looking just very...
They hollowed its mind. They placed their treasures within its dream, and then bound it to sleep eternal, that it may not wake and release the treasures.
How would we help to free you?
If we can gather the treasures and bring them together, we can undo the bindings.
Will this wake a creature? The other
Yes,
spirit?
it will.
Will the creature be grateful for being woken or vengeful?
I should think it would be grateful. I cannot imagine a creature who would be happy to remain in slumber for eternity.
And do you know the name of this creature?
I do not.
Probably not much of conversationalist.
Very fair, very fair. Well, where are these treasures scattered about the island?
There's one at the caldera of the volcano. One is probably in the caves to the west, but I'm not sure where the remainder are.
Do you know how many?
How many
Treasures.
anchors?
Yeah, exactly.
There are the 3 caches, but I have not found the 3rd yet.
Do you know of someone who might know? There have to be other people on this island, I'm sure. We met a strange ghostly dog fellow at our doorstep.
That was an emanation of the bound spirit, something created from its psyche to guard the island.
Didn't seem very happy to see us. Do you think it will be happy if we free it?
I should think it would.
If I may ask, friend, what is preventing you from gathering the treasures and escaping yourself?
I am unable to conquer that wolf that you saw. I tried before, but it nearly killed me in the attempt.
Insight check.
No, I don't think this guy's powerful enough. I think that's why he's-
Socialize?
I imagine
Socialize
it's
charisma.
not lying to me. Oh,
Yeah.
socialize charisma, baby.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's a big one. Whoa.
That's a lot of
Socialize the
dice.
hell out of that phoenix spirit.
It's okay. Oh, no, it's actually. Oh.
I like that sound.
I think
Out of
that's
6 dice, 5 successes, baby.
Nice. Okay.
Wasn't that many, but
There is a hint of fear in its voice when it talks about its encounter and nearly being killed by the wolf. There is probably more to it, but that's about all you can say.
I sort of approach the spirit a little bit and I go, there. I'm sure your horse will be able to get you out of here soon.
How did you find yourself on this island?
I do not remember.
You just remember being here and having the desire to be free.
Yes.
Curious.
I
and
remember I
curious.
was free of this place, but I don't remember how I was brought here.
What if
Teo,
you're...
Smiling Mountain, if I may. How did you know we were here?
By the energy poured forth by, and he looks at Adramalik, your display of greatness.
So you
thank
sensed
you.
us.
Yes, I could sense the burning power.
Do you surmise there are other creatures on the island capable of sensing my power?
I know of a few creatures. There is, of course, the wolf that you saw, and there is a voice in the caves, but that's about all I know.
Oh, the voice in the caves. You mentioned there was one of the treasures in the caves. What is this voice?
I don't know what the source of the voice is. I heard it when I was there, but I did not see the source.
But do you believe it is a guardian of some kind for whatever treasure resides there?
Perhaps. It did not seem overly hostile, but I cannot say for certain.
Why didn't you go further then?
Something pushed me back, a feeling within.
It is probably only us, the anathema, who can enter. I imagine this is the test you were talking about before, Strings. All we have to do is prove that that we are capable of obtaining these relics and set the spirits free.
Again, anathema is not good word. We don't call
Yeah,
ourselves
do me a
anathema.
favor. Don't call us that.
Yeah, why you
Well, I mean, but we are anathema.
No, we are not. Anathema are bad. We are not.
But they call all of our kind anathema.
I do, and so we should do our best not to call ourselves this to re-ingrain. So
And to be more specific, civilization calls that which it perceives as a danger, a threat, and a harmful force an anathema. The thing on my back would be an anathema. We could be an anathema. But it's all in perception and in how things are used. So,
Well, I relish in my power, and no one should fear me if they have no reason to fight me. I
and
don't
embrace
see.
a new word, not anathema. And Dirham looks at him very sharp.
look at him not as sharply, but I do not.
I understand your reasoning. I just don't see any point. If they're going to call me something, might as well own up to it.
Then I
That's
trust
all.
for our working relationship, you'll respect.
Yes, of course.
But we are getting beside. Teo, you said you do not know of the third location, but it seems that the caves, as well as the caldera, the volcano, are 2 points that you have discovered. Are there any other places on this island that have caught your eye? Other places that we might venture forth?
Not that I can think of. Those are the only places I have gone.
Then what shall it be, gentlemen? We can head up to the crater of the volcano, or we can head into the caves.
A quick question for you, Dor. How far around can you get from the island?
Well, once I tried flying away once, and though I did not tire, I never progressed.
It's like something held there. Yeah.
When I turned, I had made no progress.
So how far?
Perhaps a couple miles offshore.
As a
Well-
question out of game, how far did we encounter the wolf?
How far did you? Not too far. Be the beginning of the path. It wasn't that long.
Within a mile, though.
It was.
I see what you're
It was a
mapping. I see.
quarter mile.
Okay. And the wolf is red, and this thing is made of fire
The wolf was black.
Wolf was black.
Smoke.
It was black,
and
smoke with
smoke
red
and
eyes.
ice.
But
Smoke
smoke.
and embers. Yeah.
and embers.
Yeah, with red eyes, right?
Yep.
So when you woke up here, you just knew you had been elsewhere and a desire to leave.
Yes. Doesn't everything desire to be free?
I smile widely and I'm like, absolute. Yes, let us think of where we will go.
I can guide you to either location. The caves are probably closer, but we can go to the caldera if you prefer.
Would you be able to provide any assistance if we were to encounter anything? I know you said you were unable to overcome such obstacles by yourself, but accompanied by such powerful beings as ourselves, your assistance would be most generously accepted.
I may be able to provide some small assistance, but I am not a
That is all that we
combatant
require. No, that is
primarily.
perfect.
My
Thank you.
guidance would be my greatest asset.
And it is most humbly appreciated.
Teo, before we go any further, do you mind if we discuss privately? We work best as a group. Would be most appropriate if we were on the same page before we venture further.
Of course. And the creature bows and then shifts into the form of a flaming heron and flies back into the sky, circling above.
I think the creature is a dream or an inkling of the larger creature that sleeps here. I believe the wolf is the same thing. I think it is its ire of being imprisoned, and I believe the bird is its passion to be free.
I did not sense the same energy. There was something different about this one, but it is right to err on the side of caution, Rakeem.
This is a strange question, but if we don't want to keep it near us, perhaps we send it off to try to find that third treasure while we're dealing with the first two.
But we
To
don't
be
know
clear, I don't
where they are.
mistrust it. I do not mistrust this creature at all. I do believe it is genuine in its desires. I think that when we wake this, whatever it is that is going to be awakened, I think our friend will disappear, as will the wolf and anything else on this island. That is, and I am not judging that based on anything except for I would say, wild guess. However, the wolf and the bird, the only two creatures that we have encountered so far, bear similar, and we know that the creature that sleeps here is likely an old enemy, and we know that our forebears fought the elemental something or others, that the dragon thingies, the dragon people used to train over, that I'm very familiar with and would not call dragon thingies, used to fight. But again, I do not know, and I am willing to continue on this path. I'm just pointing out the guesses that I have hazarded.
So how we proceed is the next question. I mean, obviously, our hand is full, it seems, but also our objective. We came here to find this treasure hoard, whatever it was, that the dream sent. Though, that's an interesting point. We all received this dream, so did this thing reach out to us?
I think it's very possible. That makes the most sense out of anything that has been presented to me thus far.
So that also means it's probably well aware of where we are. Hence against this Teo finding us very rapidly?
Well, that was on account of my display of power, but regardless, I think you're right. It knows where we are, and it doesn't show any animosity towards us. After all, it let us enter the island. I think we should help to free it and deal with whatever comes when it comes.
I think that we should just be aware and be open to what we learn about this creature as we go. That's all I am saying. I am all for freeing a creature that we should be freed. However, if we believe our forebears were not the monsters they say they are, we have to be okay with the fact that this thing may be in prison for a reason. That's all. So we should just look for those clues. If we don't find anything that signifies why it may have been, I do not mind moving forward, but we should be open to both experiences. I want our friend Teo to be free, but also I don't want us to unleash something terrible in the world.
Agreed. We're going to need to play this by step.
So of the first two steps, the caves or the cliff of the mountain, or the volcano rather, which should we prefer?
If I want
Darkness
to see what
or
this other
fire?
creature is.
Oh yes, the Whisperer, as Teo so subtly put.
I
He
want to see
said
if it connects to the other.
that the creature could sense our energies. Perhaps it is best for us to approach the volcano first, giving me and you some time to cool off, so to say. And that way when we approach it, it won't necessarily sense our presence from the get-go.
The Whisperer is a whisperer. We know the wolf intends to fight, so if we approach the mountain and these creatures can sense us, the wolf will see our approach. And as one of your main abilities is stealth, would that not take that away?
Oh no, I can enhance my stealth with my abilities, especially from creatures like him. It's just a matter of what we're dealing with currently. We wish to, with our current situation, approach the caves or approach the volcano.
My vote is for cave.
Very well. Darkness likes darkness.
I'll just wait until I stop glowing. We can go. It's fine.
What happens when the two of you stand next to each other?
I honestly don't know. We could try it if you'd like.
I'm interested, certainly. I hadn't really thought about that before. I go to like shake your hand.
All right. Well, you're not glowing as much as he is.
No,
so-
that's true. I'm like a level down from him.
Yeah, when your hands connect, there's like little sparking black and gold energy warring between and kind of writhing into a nice pattern, but they don't cancel each other out or anything like that.
Strings, do you still have that pipe?
Always. If this was a TV show, you know, it would have been on me, and it cuts to you to ask the question, and it cuts back to me, and the pipe's in my mouth.
Do you have any of that good stuff?
Oh, what do I look like? I'm a bard. Of course I have some of the good stuff. Do I have some of the good stuff?
What is the good stuff?
What does that mean?
Adramalik really wants to get high and look at the light show. That's just like
Time to go!
I think
All right.
I have some of that,
As
you know, especially for diplomatic purposes. Like, you know, if I need to get high with an emissary or something, I'm just like, bro, this war could be so avoidable. Let's chill out a bit.
Perhaps we wait for a celebratory toke after we finished.
Oh, we can toke on the way. Don't be such a downer, Lau. Just
No,
because you don't
no.
have cool, sparkly light things to
I
get
throw
high to.
my glowing arm around Andramalik's shadowy shoulders, and I go,
More sparkles.
I will agree to Dirham's proposition if, Dirham, you will join us when the time for the celebratory toke comes.
We'll see how things shape.
Oh, no,
Not how deals
No,
work.
that's not how it works.
And
Either we get high now,
Hiram
or you
starts
get high
walking.
with us.
I'm sure if there's something to celebrate, Biram will celebrate.
I turn to Andramalik and I kind of nod, and I'm like, I'll work on him. And I start walking up the hill.
You and me both, brother.
I wave back down the bird and everything like that.
Lau, or Tau.
The bird circles down and lands. It doesn't change into a humanoid form this time. It remains in the fiery heron.
We're gonna go and get into the cave, I think, unless anybody else is.
To meet this Whisperer. Lead
Yes,
the way,
the
Tau.
cave.
Okay. It soars up into the air and then flies over the cliffs and starts to go back down.
As
It then rises up, realizes that you can't fly, and leads a path along the cliff.
Quick question,
To the
Tau.
west.
As we're going, I don't know if you can talk in that form.
His name is
Are
Teo,
we
by
going-
the way.
It is Teo.
Teo, sorry, Tau, Lau. You all sound the same to me. Anyways,
Just met this thing, but okay.
are we going down the basalt cliffs? Because we just spent a lot of energy coming up the basalt cliffs. So if the volcano is on the inside of the basalt cliffs, I would much rather do that now rather than going back down where we came from, because it would be a huge waste of time and energy. Just putting that out there into the universe. Can you respond?
It turns back toward you and gives a nod.
Oh, okay, yeah. We should do the volcano first. Like I said. What was that?
There are two ways that you can go down a cliff. That's why I didn't know if we were going. I thought we were going like more inward.
Teo is leading you along the edge of the cliff, not actually going down just yet, now that it remembered that you cannot just simply fly.
But we are going down.
Eventually, you'll be going back down, yeah.
Back down toward the beach or not toward the beach? Because there is a difference.
Do you want to interrupt the progress to ask?
Yes, I want to know this because if we have to reclimb the cliff, I will stab myself.
Okay.
You should just hitch a ride for once.
Yeah, let's do this trip one time.
Teo flies down and lands and then shifts back into a human form.
I'm so terribly sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt this or at all, but are we going back down the basalt cliffs?
Yes, there is a path to the west.
A path that we could easily walk down.
Can we walk up the path to come back?
It's not an easy walk, but yes, it is traversable.
Okay, I just needed to clarify that because I might have pulled my back, and if it's this ass's fault, my back is all bad and stalled past the basalt wall to assault the baddie's cult. I would lose my mind. So just making sure that's all cleared up. I'm good to go. Good to go.
I think we all just lost our minds listening to that.
The regality is oozing.
Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy our show. Come back next week for the next part of our adventure. Meanwhile, if you're ready for a live experience, follow our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/RPGblender. And if you missed our past live episodes or are interested in some RPG tutorials, find us on YouTube at The RPG Blender. If you want to stay up to date on our releases, you can join our new Discord. Check the description for a link. Don't have Discord? No worries, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RPG Blender, or subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Music is The Punk Rock Show by My Free Mickey. Copyright 2012, licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution License. Thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.